Hello, my people. How are you guys out there today? This is your girl Destiny, and I am back because I have to conclude the video that I did yesterday. I did 4 parts of it: a part one, a part two, part three, and part four. The video was titled Hear the Story of an Avatar. Ride with me to my spiritual awakening journey. And yesterday, guys, I just had a great time sharing my story, sharing my experiences, how I came to know my purpose in life, how I came to know and grow to my higher, greater self. And I went through a series of videos to do that. And I hope you guys have got the opportunity to watch those videos. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself because I'm going to conclude this video, and I told you I'm going to ask you some questions. And I really don't want you to answer these questions at all. I want you to ask yourself these questions. And to ask yourself these questions is going to help you to see what kind of avatar are you. So we're going to get into that a little bit later on. But let me tell you a little bit more about myself. You may not know very much about me, but my name is Destiny. My last name is 17. And you're probably like, what kind of last name is that? 17, like the number 17, you write it out, Seventeen. My name is Destiny 17. I originated from Africa in Zimbabwe. That's where I came from. Now I'm trying to remember my story, people, because like I said, I don't have all the pieces, because when we came to this place, or the places that the divine creator sends us to, we forget our story. We forget our history. And during the years of my spiritual awakening, little bits and pieces has been coming to me. So I'm learning now that my last name is 17. My first name is Destiny. The name 17 is a very popular surname in Africa, in Zimbabwe. And so that's where I originated from. I don't know a whole lot about that, but little pieces of things just been coming to my mind over the last year or so. How did I get to Brazil? That's another whole story. There was Africa's slave trade. Brazil took a whole lot of Africans into captivity, and they took them into Brazil. And this was way before the North American slave trade. It's about sometime around the 1500, the year of 1500. And that's how I got into Brazil. And that's where I lived a whole lot of my life. And then I don't know what happened, but I ended up here in the United States of America. And as I continue to keep going on my journey, I know he's going to reveal a whole lot to me, because he is continuously every day awakening myself to the new me, awakening me to my culture, my accent, my descent, everything about me, who I am. I am an avatar. I am an avatar. And my people, let me tell you, he has been trying to awaken me to my higher self for a very long time. Now, if you have listened to a lot of those videos, like I said, if you went and you studied them and you heard my stories, you heard my experiences, how I grew from where I was and the old self-life that I was living into the place that he was trying to move me into. I told you a whole lot of things about myself. Let me tell you, I have been on different planets or universals or whatever. I have been to a lot of places, and I can't even remember those yet. I don't know how many lives that I have lived, my people, and we don't die, we just transcend. We go from one life to the next life and to the next life. I don't know how old I am when it comes down to actually the first time that I ever came on any planet. I know within the last 67 years here in the United States of America, I know that is who I am as Destiny. Well, when I came here, they called me a whole nother name. They took my name, Destiny 17, and I was placed into a family of Harveys, and they call me Jeanette Harvey. That's a whole nother history and a whole lot of family line and a whole lot of different information about who I am in that family. But my original family, guys, I came from a whole nother world, a whole nother place. So it looked like that I was a descent of Africa, somewhere maybe Nigeria, somewhere, like I said, Zimbabwe. I was mixed all in that. Taken into captivity by the Brazils when they took over 4,000 some African slavers into their country. And what they did, they made us become slaves, and we did the sugarcane farms and all those kind of things like that. And from that point on, like I said, life keeps evolving. I don't know, it goes from one life to the next, and here I am. But that's enough about me. I am an avatar. So don't be so afraid of me. I'm not anything like the movie says I am. I told you what an avatar was. It's just a descent. And a lot of times, like I say, it comes from the Sanskrit of the Hindu. And it's just like, it's just a person that, and maybe you're saying you travel, going in and throughout of places, and you're trying to help people. You're a servant to people. And that's what an avatar is. And they say it's incarnate. It's nothing wrong with incarnate. It's a spirit. We do all have a spirit. We have a soul. And we are of God consciousness. So it's a spirit. It's the incarnate spirit of God. So that's enough. But just know I am. I am 67 years old here in this United States of America, in this life. I may be 2,000, 3,000 years old in another life. I don't even know, counting all the years that I've been to in the places that I've been to my people. But that's enough. Enough about me. I just want you to know that much information. And you probably say, what kind of name is 17? It's a very popular name. If you go and study, you Google the name 17, SEVENTEEN. I don't know, I'm trying to remember. But there's a lot of different spelling. But put in the number 17 and spell it out, my people. And you see where that name originated from. It originated from Africa. Basically, most of the people, they are living in Zimbabwe, or some of them come from Nigeria. So how I were taken and captured from Africa, Brazil, the Brazilian slave trade, they came, they took a whole lot of us into their country and made us slaves over there to do their sugarcane farms and places like that. Anyway, that's enough. Guys, you know something more about me, don't you? Let me get started, because I didn't want it to be long. I got my notes. Now, today I'm going to conclude part 5 of this series. And guys, this has been a fascinating journey, and I thank you guys for riding this journey with me. You know, Destiny is so sweet. She didn't make you walk it. She's riding you to my higher self, so you will know my story, so you will know more about me. So the title is Hear the Story of an Avatar. Ride with me through my spiritual awakening journey. And this is part 5, and this is the conclusion. And I told you yesterday what I was going to do was going to come back, and I have some questions that I want to put out there to you. I don't want you to answer no questions. I don't want to hear your answers. I want you to do a self-evaluation of who you are and allow this question to settle into your spirit, so you can see if this has any kind of it resonates something within you. So today, let me ask you this question, and like I said, I don't need to answer, but I'm going to pick up from here. How do you act as an avatar? And I'm going to ask these questions so you can evaluate yourself with these questions as you sit down and ask yourself these questions, so you can see how do you act as an avatar, because you are an avatar. You are an avatar. The book of Psalms 82:6 says, "You are God, little children, and children of the Most High God." So if I am God, as you are walking around the earthly plane, then how do I serve people? And how do I be the guiding light which I am? An avatar's purpose is, people listen, an avatar's purpose is to walk the earth and they share wisdom and the path toward enlightenment. But I want you to ask yourself these questions regarding how do you act as an avatar. This is going to help you to see exactly what an avatar is, the true meaning of an avatar from what they are trying to, send out in the form of this subliminal messages. In the movie, The Avatar, my people, listen to these questions. That way you can evaluate this, your self-evaluation, so you can see, okay, that relates to me. I can see that in me. Listen to these questions. Do you intervene in the interactions you experience? Do you rant, postalize, or lecture regarding the path to enlightenment? Do you just observe and allow the struggling people you see to find their own way? Do you scare and intimidate others to becoming more than they thought they could be? Do you beam love outwardly? Do you heal and release the pain people are perceiving, or do you let them just stew in it? Do you play it small and be invisible? Do you judge? Do you connect and accept all who you meet? Do you role model to others love, joy, wisdom, and oneness? Do you role model those things to others? Do you express emotion and feelings, and fear and anger, joy, and love through your emotions and feelings? Do you let all thoughts flow through you, but only grasp and hold the ones which work for the greater good? Do you take the hands of your brothers and sisters and assist them through love and support to move forward in consciousness toward light and love? Do you give openly? Do you give freely in whatever way that you can? Do you allow yourself to be in service and to be a servant to others? Do you be in service in small ways? Do you be in service in big ways? And do this not for your ego though, but for the true purpose to enhance your consciousness. My people, those questions, meditate on those questions. Sit there and go back and replay over and again and just keep listening to these questions and ask yourself these questions. And that will help you to determine how do you act as an avatar. Okay? We are all in this together. My people, I keep telling you, we are all one. We cannot cross the veil to our highest consciousness without all the other souls coming with us, my people. And so all these questions that I pose, all these questions pose ways of behaving which change and shift based on the specific circumstances that you may encounter. My people, these questions of actions and behaviors are worth your consideration. Take these questions to heart. Take these questions into consideration so you can do a self-evaluation of your life, so you can know how an avatar is supposed to act, so you can know what the true meaning of an avatar is. and will help and lead you and guide you to your higher, greater self. It will help you along your path and your journey to becoming your best and greater version of who the Creator God who has created for you to be. This is my challenge, my people. And this is also your challenge. Listen to this. You are the master of your destination. You are the driver to your greater and higher self. My people, I'm going to tell you again, you are an avatar. Walk a mile in the sandals or in the shoes of the enlightened avatar, which you are. Walk in those shoes. Don't question it. Don't fight against it. Go with the grain. Just put it on and walk in it, and you find yourself, hey, that is who I am. I'm an avatar. I'm a servant. I care about humanity. I care about the planet. I care about the universe. I care about the people. And I'm here to serve and help people to grow and become the best version of who they were created to be. That's my job. I'm an avatar. I travel in and out of this world, walking the earth, sharing wisdom, sharing my knowledge, and helping people to gain understanding. I walk around this earth and I help to guide people on that path to their higher, greater self. Help to guide people toward their enlightenment. That's who I am. That's an avatar's purpose and his job. So ask yourself, how do I act as an avatar? An avatar, which you are, my people, is not a bad thing. It's a great, wonderful thing, but you got to get wisdom, you have to get knowledge, and you have to get understanding, and we got to stop listening to these people telling us a bunch of things. The movie was out there to keep you in your lower state of consciousness, to keep you enslaved to this world system. That Avatar movie, my people, that was telling you who you were or who you are. You better start listening to your consciousness. Listen to your gut intuition. You have to find your way, my people, to serve. And you have to find your way to create miracles in your life. Listen to this. You can argue with me all you want to, but I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to put out hatred or any kind of stupidity. I'm out here to share my story, my experiences, my journey to my higher, greater self. I don't give you my whole life, everything about me. So you can challenge this notion of taking responsibility of who you really are. But this will still catch up with you one day or another. It's going to catch up with you. You're not going to be able to run. I wasn't able to run. All the times he kept bringing me to a place where he was nudging me, trying to wake me up. I thought I was getting away. He was trying to wake me up ever since I was 16 years old in this life. And this place where I am now. But I kept falling back to sleep. He kept showing me things, and he kept giving me things where I had this clairvoyant spirit where I could always see things, and I could tell people things that was going to happen before they happened. And it happened just the way that I would see them. He was nudging me then, and I wouldn't wake up. When he changed my voice when about 25 years ago, and I'm sitting at the table with my children, and we having our devotion, was reading the Bible together, and my son kept looking at me and saying, "Mama, what's wrong with you? Your voice has changed." And I didn't pay attention. He was nudging me at that time. I didn't recognize it, but my child kept looking at me, "Mama, you're not talking the same. That's not your voice. You got an accent." He was nudging me at that time, 25 years ago. He was trying to awaken me then to my avatar self, to my higher, greater self. And I did not pay attention. And so many other times when he told me, "Your name is not this. Your name is not Jeanette. Your name is Destiny." That was back in 2005. And he said, "That is the name." I went on back to using Jeanette. He had after 2005 up to 2014, he really got hard at me. He said, "I told you your name is Destiny." He was nudging me then, and I wasn't trying to wake up. He had to pull me, drag me, and I went screaming along the road, but he got me to the place that I need to be. He got me to waking up fully, totally, consciously, and that's going to have to happen through him, not through anybody else or even yourself. Your time is coming, my people. The day when he get his hands on you. I'm sure you have nudges, you have pokes, you have been shaken, you have been sent messages and things just like I have. And you just ignore them because we're ignorant to those things because we don't know anything about our higher, greater self. But my people, it will all catch up with you someday. You may as well quit wasting Earth's time here, and you got to start honoring your divinity. And you do it gently, and you got to do it with respect. But you share the purest form of unconditional love here with your fellow travelers, because we're all on a journey, my people. We're on that road to our greater and higher self. Many are called, few are chosen. Some is going to make it all the way. A few may get detoured onto a wrong road because of our ignorance and because of us not listening to the guidance voice of the Creator God. But my people, you will one day awaken. You will. Just like I did, I gave into it. And I said, here I am. Send me. So I thank you guys for taking this ride with me on this journey. I thank you for going back watching part 1 and part 2 of this message, part 3, part 4, and now the conclusion of this message. Hear my story. Hear my story, my people. This is Destiny's 17's story. So go back and pull them up. Hear the story of an avatar. Ride with me through my spiritual awakening journey. There's a lot of information I'll tell you about myself. I'm done. Thank you for allowing me to spend this time with you and sharing my experiences and my story and telling you what I know, the little that I know about where I come from, my real name, and my age here in this part of my life, now that I am here. And I've been here for 67 years in this planet. I don't know where I came from. I don't know how old or how many other places or how many other lives I may have lived. That's just enough right now. I'm going to see you guys at the next video. And I thank you so much for coming by and sharing this ride with me. We'll talk at another time, my people. Please listen to this message. Listen to my experiences. Don't be just like, I can't tell everybody about my life. You know, that's how we grow. That's how we learn more about ourselves. The more we give out, the more give to us. You're going to learn who you are, whether you want it or not. Namaste. I'll see you guys again. I am Avatar, and so are you. You have a soul because he created you. Soul consciousness, your higher, greater self. So, that's it. See you later. Namaste, my people. Bye-bye. Destiny Forever Walks. Check out my YouTube channel, guys. Namaste.